Doug, a pleasure, my friend. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, welcome. We have to share a microphone.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm not, Doug. So, Doug, what do you get to do all day long?
I get to help customers understand why Domino applications on cloud make sense. I'm a solution architect by trade. I've been working with Domino solutions for many years, and most recently I've been involved in business development around the Domino applications on cloud offering.
So, a deeper dive into that is obviously going to be the answer to my next question, which is what is your Domino story? How did that get started? How has it been all these years?
So we recognize that a lot of customers have made decisions about email, moving to a cloud-based SaaS offering, and then they're stuck with these applications sitting in their environment and not sure what to do with them. And with the advent of Domino V10, they recognize that there's a huge resurgence of Domino, but that doesn't change the fact that they don't necessarily want to be in the business of managing their environment. And as we've shown today, there's a better total cost of ownership by moving to IBM Cloud and letting us manage that. And then they can focus on developing their applications and using some of the cool integration points and not having to worry about the maintenance of the Domino servers.
You're going to have a biased answer to this, but I'm really excited for it nevertheless. What in Domino V10, what feature or set of features are you most excited about?
Funnily enough, I'm more excited about the integration points than about the total cost of ownership. The DAC offering
took my breath away, Doug. Yeah.
The reason I say that is the DAC offering already established stability for managing the Domino environment. As I said, we take care of that piece. The fact it's going to be a little bit easier is great for us. But from a customer standpoint, and that's the interesting continuing with Domino and having maybe some partners develop some applications and are looking for a place to host those applications where DAC can come into play, that's where I see it's continued incitement, a continued resurgence into the Domino environment.
I want to think of, so you've been doing this a while, and that answer is the answer that comes with the requisite nuance for having done this for a while. How has running IT changed over the course of your career, Domino and pre-Domino?
That's a great question and a good tie into what we're doing now. Historically, it was...
And this is a historic event. I also want to say that, we're talking about history because history is being made today.
Historically, when we were doing Domino, we had to figure out the network from square one. We were running modems and dial-up connections between Domino. That was one of Domino's original strengths, was doing dial-up replication. We had separate physical servers all the time. Now everything's virtualized, everything's containerized. The Docker images on CentOS is huge. In fact, that was pioneered by the DAC offering that's existing today and will then be further continued with the version 10 Docker support. So that's a huge change in terms of the virtualization and the ability to manage workloads much more easily and in terms of your ability to grow and shrink according to your need.
I'm sorry, I rudely pulled the mic away. Can you just speak about the dynamism again?
So the way you can dynamically grow and shrink your compute power against what your workload is huge from a containerization standpoint.
Yeah, I think that the key point there is also that each version builds upon previously validated points. To me, that's a big part of what's coming together here today.
Absolutely. And part of the DAC experience is going to be that we're going to maintain the Domino version. So even though we're running on version 9 now within DAC, we will have the version 10 support within DAC very shortly, and we're going to ensure that all of our customers continue on the path to continually maintain and keep their Domino version up to date.
What is Domino Applications on Cloud?
So it's a worldwide SaaS service, and the key is that we're charging a low fee on a per NSF per month basis. And so customers can consume as much or as little as they want, and they don't have to worry about paying for the Domino license. They don't have to worry about upgrading Domino servers. All they worry about is my application doing what I need it to do, and do I need to upgrade it or improve it to create more business value. They can focus on the business value and not worry about the infrastructure.
That's huge. I mean, I think that's a really big deal. How aware do you think most customers are that's a big sub-theme of today's release?
I think customers are definitely aware of it. It's a question of whether they're ready to act. And to that direction, I encourage them to think about a trial, because we offer a free 1-month trial. Any customer can come to the Domino Applications on Cloud website through the marketplace, instantiate their trial. It'll be available within 24 hours, and then they can try it for themselves and realize exactly how easy it is.
We're getting to that trial, Doug. Don't you worry. We're getting to that trial. In just a minute, while I have you, because I'm conscious of your time and our time, and frankly, that you need to be going off and celebrating and having some more of that cake that they very kindly did not share with us. But you see him? He's eating cake right behind us, right behind the camera. What is he doing?
He's eating cake.
All right, we have corroboration right here, folks. We have deep corroboration. What will it help solve for customers that have Domino, this V10 release? Specifically, what are, you've mentioned a lot of the challenges before, you've mentioned a lot of the solutions that are coming more generally, but specifically, I'm a CIO, one of the, a customer or partner, I'm facing XYZ challenge today, what is being solved?
I think the big thing comes down to skills. People complaining about there not being enough Domino skills out there, and sort of it's, needs justifies the numbers. But now, with the adoption of the Node.js and the JavaScript programming embedded right into the Domino V10 directly natively, those skills are available and they can work and extend Domino very easily. And so that opens up the door to younger, hungry, dynamic developers being able to do a lot more with this platform.
And there is this interesting sort of idea here, right, that each new generation of knowledge workers gets a little more efficient, the product does a little more. The hope is that more creative opportunities then opened up for them. Would you say that was the case?
It's absolutely the case. I mean, when you saw the demo between Microsoft Teams, Slack, and Watson Workspace integrating directly into a Domino application, that just should have popped all kinds of light bulbs on everybody's head.
It was wild. It also kind of reminded me of the opening of the Brady Bunch, where each new window led to a different member of the family.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to be running all those technologies. I think the point was it was seamless across the technology.
Yeah, it was wild. I was like, there's Jan and Greg, and I got it, okay. So, all right, let's take another step back for a second and talk about, which is apparently my favorite phrase of the day, and let's talk about digital transformation more broadly. I like it in the last few minutes of each of these discussions I get to actually ask about this, because I've been to a great many of these, hosted a great many more. And one of the interesting conversations that's come up a lot in the last few years is, digital transformation, as though we haven't been talking about digital transformation and the rise of information economy since at least the late 1980s. So what is digital transformation now in 2018 on October 9th, 2018 in Frankfurt at the unveiling of Domino V10?
I think it's just further evidence about being able to work when you want, how you want. And the ability to take what was once an application that ran only on your notes client, only on your workstation, only when you were connected to the internet, now is going to be available to you on whatever device you want, offline if and when you need it, and wherever you want to use it. And I did like the point about being able to compose your emails the night before and have them sent out the next day by the server. But I'm more excited from the application standpoint, obviously, because I'm a DAC advocate.
Right. And I think that, well, for every major efficiency, there's also the opportunity for something new and creative is a big part of the story here. I think is a big part of what you're offering to the developer community, especially.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true, because we would be nowhere without some developers and some solutions that are worthwhile. And the key thing to that is around the digital workplace is that you're taking existing applications. It's not that you're taking a new application which was built for the purpose. We're taking an existing application where there's millions of lines of code already out there, millions of applications providing all kinds of value to customers. And without doing anything, they're going to be available on these other platforms. And then with just a few tweaks, they're going to be able to integrate to all kinds of other areas as well. And I think that really is huge.
It is. Sorry, I didn't into the mic. We're just talking now. We're not even filming. There's no one paying attention. But in all seriousness, it is huge, and the world is actually paying attention. I think the reason we can kind of laugh excitedly and have people take selfies with all their big yellow posters and high-five each other all over the floor is because this is the result of a lot of work, of a lot of brilliant people coming together to make sure that, as we said, history is made today.
You're absolutely right.
Thank you. That's all I need, folks. Good night. I'm absolutely right. Doug, before you go, I want to hear a little more about the cloud trial, and then I want to read our call to action for everybody at home to make sure that they can actually download. Try again. They can actually download the Domino apps on cloud trial. So maybe a quick definition, and then we'll read off the CTA.
Okay, certainly. So Domino Apps on Cloud trial is a 1-month trial where you get a Domino server in our cloud environment dedicated for your use, and you can put as many applications up there to try it out.
Doug, couldn't have said it better myself. Wouldn't even try. So we're going to read this together, if that's all right with you. They go to ibm.com/destination domino, all through the orange. Is that all right?
That sounds good.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Go to
ibm.com/destination domino and sign up for our newsletter and download the Domino apps on cloud trial. I don't want to break the mic. I'll gently drop it. Doug, thanks so much, man.